Hey, what's going on, guys? It's DanLV7 here, and I am making a tutorial on how to extrude. Some people have requested it. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is you want to make sure to have a Lightroom. So I'm going to use Vane's Lightroom. I also have Monday's Lightroom, but I really like Vane's Lightroom. So I'm going to do that, and it'll open up like that. It won't really allow you to add it in. The second thing you want to do is you choose your rig. So I have a couple of rigs that I use. I use the CMR rig, the FMR V3 rig, the FMR5 rig, and the FMR 5.0 rig. I use a lot of different rigs. I use FMR flash rig. I use FMR5 FMR5 rig. I use the FMR5 edit V3, and I use the CMR. The rig I'm going to be using is the 5.0 rig, or the FMR5 rig. So I'm going to open it, and first thing first, I'm going to disable the locked body. I don't mind this, just a different thing. But I'm going to unlock the body because that allows you to extrude it. So we're going to click on this and we're going to put it out some. And we're going to go into options and we're going to choose the skin. I'm going to grab the skin. So you go into the skin right here. Skin, you click that button and you find the skin that you want. So the skin I want is named Golden Hoodie. And it's like that. And I would recommend disabling the eyes and the mouth because they just cause problems for me. Like, I don't like using them. They bug me. And you want to make sure to enable the hat/second layer so that it allows you to have that kind of, like, if you have a hood, it'll do that. If you have the, like, popping out hair, it'll do that. So now what you're going to want to do is go into the head and take off the extrude head. We're going to grab the mesh head. We're going to drag it out. Then we're going to grab the mesh hat. We're going to drag it out. Now kind of create that. We're going to disable that Lightroom. Okay, we're good. And then, so we're going to select the mesh, or mesh head. So I always like to do that first. And you kind of select this and you select the live selection tool. And you take the face itself. And you're going to select the face, so like the eyes, the skin. Really just like anything on the head that's not the hair, because it just makes it really easy to do it. And you're going to press delete. This will not delete it from the, or it will delete it from the skin, but because you're not extruding it, it'll show just the base skin and not the layer that's going to be extruded. So now we're going to select all, and we're going to extrude it maybe, or make sure to set this to 91, and I usually like to do 3. And if it gets really weird like this, there's the thing I like to do, which is you're going to undo it and you're going to hold control and click on it and it'll deselect it, and you just extrude it, and then you get your selection tool again and you click on that and you click on that and you extrude it separately, and it just fixes it. It's really cool. So we're going to have that, and I like to myself, if I'm extruding, I'll extrude, like, make sure I'm not touching any of the edges, like I'm not on the edge at all. And I'll create either a rectangle or a square and just kind of like extrude it kind of in a ball shape. And I'll do that 1 or 2 times, always just going in. And it really creates this like ball kind of popped out hair look that a lot of people like. So for this I'm going to go like this and this, this, and this, and then I'll have it like that. It just kind of creates that like popped out look that people like. If you really want to, you can go more. Sometimes I'll do it like this, where I the parts that are kind of left out and it looks kind of bad. I'll extrude it like half of whatever I extruded the hair at, and it creates the kind of like, look where it's just like, kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of like shaded and hilly and kind of ball shaped like most hair. So I'm going to do the same with all the other ones. Alright, for the head, I'm going to kind of make it a wavy look. So I'm going to go first I always select all the hair, and then if I want to make it really wavy, I'll do 1.5 so that it's not too extruded out, but it's decently extruded. And let's see, just grab that. We gotta make it a diagonal look, otherwise it won't look that good. We're gonna do that kind of, and then we're gonna select. You gotta always remember to select inside of what you've already extruded, and it creates that kind of just the look to it, where it's like that. This, we're gonna make sure to extrude this all the way, and then this, extrude, select this, and then like that. You'll extrude it, and really depending on like what the people want, when I make people banners and stuff, that's what I extrude it for, or I extrude it to how they want it to be. And you gotta make sure to kind of get that wavy look to it, so it's never like too up. It's like perfect. So after you do that, you're gonna want to go back into object mode, and you're gonna go down here, and you're just gonna type in 0, and it just puts it right back on. After that you've extruded the head, you want to extrude the second layer. To do that, you're going to take out all of these invisible little things. They literally don't do anything, and they just make it really hard to work with. Because if we're trying to select something or extrude something, they just cause problems, and you don't ever want them. So when you select the invisible pixels, you're going to want to press delete because it just removes them. And it really doesn't matter because they're just there to represent solid, like transparent items on the skin. So like if you had a skin that was in the place where the transparent parts are, it would show up as that. So you're going to want to select this, and then click Control, and you're going to want to drag up, and it'll duplicate it. So you go back on here, and you delete that. And we only really want to see this right now, so we can drag, we take this into our object mode, and we just drag that over. This one, extrude mesh hat, or this one right here, we're going to select all at 1 second, UL. So UL does loop selection. So we're just going to take all of this and take all of this, and we're going to remove it so that it doesn't like cause problems. So we're going to select more of this. There we go. And we're going to delete the hood so that we have the hair, and then we have the hood. So we can select all of the hood. We're going to select all. We're going to do D, which is extrude. We're going to go 3, and then we're going to press 9 and loop selection. We're going to select these two. We're going to press D and extrude it 1.5, so that it's kind of like, yeah, it's like that. So now that we've got that, we're going to take this and into object mode, and we're going to click that and press, there we go. And we're going to go into the mesh hat, and we're going to kind of like wave it. So that's really good. So we're going to extrude all of it, and we're going to do 1.5 because that'll just be like a nice little wave. So we're going to do that. And I guess we could do like this part, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to extrude this kind of little part, and extrude it all the way. And then after we've done that, we can take this into object mode, and we can press 0 and do that. So that's almost it for the head. Something I like to do is I take this and I'll go into object mode again, and I'll just select all of it. Oops, wrong thing. Select all of it, and then we're going to right click on it and select brush. Then we're going to go strength 50%, radius 50%, and then enter. And then we'll take this and we'll kind of just drag up, and it creates this really like this kind of bendy hood. And that's what you'll see in most graphics that people do, is just kind of that bendy look to it, so that it's like kind of encasing it. And yeah, that's it for the head. Now for the body and arms and legs. So we're going to minimize the head. We're going to go into the mesh, and we're going to select the mesh body. So that's kind of what we want. And we're going to select these kind of like ties and just go down. We're going to select around that. We're going to press D. We're going to extrude 1.5. So that's always nice. And then we're going to go to that mesh arm and mesh leg, because or the mesh arm both right and left. And select these and press D and extrude it 9 or 1.5. And then we're going to go to the legs, and this is a little bit harder part, because we got to go this, or select both of them so that you can do them both at once, and then they're even. You don't have to figure it out. So you're going to take this and you hold control, and you're going to deselect that, because you don't need that for it. And then you're going to press D, extrude that 1.5. And we're actually going to extrude this yellow part 3, because then it kind of pops out and it looks like shoes. So we're going to select our live selection tool. We're going to go under, and we're going to just go. And then 3 graphics, and then it really just pops like that. So that's kind of how to extrude. And then you can turn the Lightroom on, and it'll make this kind of thing. You can also pose it by selecting this right here, or this. That's where you want to select that, and deselect the mesh so that you can really select that. I don't know why it's not working right now. Maybe it'll work later. But yeah, that's about it. The styles of extruding is you can make it like a really round head, or you can make it not extruded on the top, sides, and back, and you can only make it like wavy on the top. Or you can extrude the skin a little bit. You can extrude parts on the arms and body. I usually eyeball it and just kind of decide what I want to extrude and what will make it look good. And then when you have your Lightroom on, you can really like I'll just render it right here. But it'll make the shadows really like nice and precise, and really like defined in HD. Here, I'll speed it up so that it can render faster.